Hello, and welcome to another review from BarefootRunningshoes.org. Today, I showed you guys before the unboxing of the New Balance 100 shoes. So today, I wanted to sit down and review, go through some of my feelings so far with running in these New Balance MT100 shoes. The MT just stands for men's, and it's actually the New Balance 100 line. So the New Balance 100 line is their off-road kind of barefoot mimicking trail running shoe. If you actually look at it, the bottom of the shoe, if you see, it has these different grooves. It has a very different type of trail pattern. That's one of the main features of it. The other feature about this shoe is that it's a very lightweight material that's made of. I would say it's probably as light as a Nike Free, maybe not completely as light, but it's also made with a very lightweight material that's very breathable. So the sides of it, if you look at some of the pictures, you actually can see through it. There is light, you can actually see through this material right here. The front, just to show you its trail running roots, up here actually is what they call a rock stop. So if you're running down the hill and there's like rocks or jagged edges that can poke into you, this actually protects you from that. So it's kind of like a barefoot off-road shoe. So yeah, it's very light, and the material is kind of like cardboard, but you can't really see it that well from the camera, I'm sure. But it's overall, like I said, decently flexible shoe. My overall impressions of it from a design standpoint is I think it's a very nice looking shoe. I like the design a lot. I think it has a little more rugged look than, say, the Nike Free, which I think is a little more fashionable. So far I've had these for about a month now, and I've put it on probably, 10, 15 miles on these. Not a ton of mileage, but enough to get a really decent feel of it. Things I like about it is that it is a very surprisingly flat shoe. It looks like a traditional shoe, it's raised, but the thing that I was amazed by, if you look at it, when it's flat, it actually sits flat, and where your heel is versus where your forefoot is actually pretty flat. So when you actually run, it feels like you are kind of running barefoot. Actually, it's easier to do a mid-strike, four-strike type running pattern versus, say, the Nike Free, which I'll show you just real quick. You can see from the Nike Free, this is the Nike Free 5.0, which unfortunately they don't make anymore, but there's now the Nike Free 1 Plus. But if you notice, the heel up here is much higher, so your heel is actually kind of slanted. This is more of a traditional, somewhat more traditional running shoe than, say, the the New Balance shoe. I mean, but to its point, it's still very flexible. This is actually a little more flexible than the New Balance 100 shoes. Anyway, the first time I went running in these, I actually decided to run barefoot, or actually, well, not barefoot, with no socks, and I realized that that's probably not a good idea. So actually, on the back of this, it's kind of a hard material, but when I ran without any socks, I kind of gave myself a little blister in the back. But overall, it was still a very nice, comfortable running experience because of the flat nature. And the other thing I noticed so far with these is it's a lot more cushioning, so I was able to actually run a little farther than I could with my Vibram 5 fingers. So yeah, I would say if you're looking for a decently comfortable shoe that's good to wear around office, well, if your office allows you to wear sneakers, or a off-road travel shoe or running shoe, I would definitely really recommend these. I think in October they're going to stop selling these, so they're going to have a follow-up to which are the 101. But the other thing I want to point out is, I don't know if you can see this, but these shoelaces are kind of fat on certain parts of skinny, and these are these wavy, I forgot the name of it, but basically it's supposed to prevent your shoelaces from being untied. It's not a defect of the shoelace. I thought something was wrong with these shoes when I first got them. But overall, I like these shoes quite a lot, and been running in them more often than I have in my Nike Frees, because it's just a good change of pace, and I really like the flat nature that these things provide. So yeah, if you want, check them out. You can learn more about them on our site, BarefootRunningshoes.org. Thanks.